A spark in the gym, the beginning of something new. It was early in the morning, the kind of still quiet that signaled the world was waking up. The city, usually loud and full of life, was still recovering from the night before. Inside the fitness club, the buzz of treadmills and the rhythmic clang of weights filled the air. The sound was familiar to Mia. She'd been coming here for months, a routine that had slowly become part of her daily life. Mia wasn't a fitness fanatic. She had no illusions of becoming a bodybuilder or even a competitive athlete, but she did enjoy the feeling of the burn in her muscles, the endorphins that lifted her mood, and the sense of accomplishment after a solid workout. Fitness, for her, was a way to clear her mind, to escape the worries of the world, and, on most days, to feel at peace with herself. That morning, the gym was quieter than usual. There were only a few dedicated souls working on their morning routines. Mia set her water bottle down by the weights and grabbed a set of dumbbells for her warm-up. Her muscles were sore from yesterday's intense leg day, but she loved that feeling, proof of hard work and dedication. As she started her warm-up, she couldn't help but notice a new face across the gym floor. He was tall, his movements fluid and confident as he worked through his sets. There was something magnetic about the way he carried himself, a quiet confidence that drew Mia's attention. She had never seen him before. His black workout shirt clung to his well-defined muscles, and his short hair was neatly combed back. He moved with purpose, his gaze focused on his routine, never once glancing around. Mia wasn't usually the type to be distracted during her workouts. She liked to keep her focus on the task at hand, but something about him was different. The way he moved, the strength in his posture, it made her wonder who he was, what brought him to the gym, and whether he'd be a fleeting presence or someone she'd see often. As the session went on, Mia kept an eye on him. She couldn't help herself. She caught glimpses of his focused face, his muscles flexing as he lifted weights, and his overall energy. He wasn't just physically impressive. There was something about his demeanor that piqued her curiosity. Finally, after a set of deadlifts, he walked over to the water fountain near Mia's corner. She took a deep breath, trying not to look too obvious. He was close now, and she could smell the faint scent of his cologne, a subtle mix of sandalwood and something fresh. He didn't notice her, too focused on the task of hydrating, but as he turned to leave, he paused. "Excuse me," he said, his voice smooth and confident. "You're Mia, right?" Mia's heart skipped a beat. She hadn't expected to be noticed. Yeah, that's me. How did you know?" He smiled, and she noticed the slight dimple in his cheek. "I'm Jake. I've seen you around a couple of times, and I thought I'd finally introduce myself." Mia blinked, trying to wrap her mind around this unexpected interaction. She wasn't shy, but she hadn't really spoken to anyone in the gym besides the staff or a few familiar faces. But there was something about Jake that made her feel at ease. "Nice to meet you," Mia said, offering a friendly smile. "Same here," Jake replied. "I'm fairly new here. Just moved to the city, actually. You've been coming for a while, haven't you?" Mia nodded, feeling a slight warmth in her chest at the thought of him noticing her regularity. "Yeah, I've been coming for a few months now. I like the atmosphere here. It's not too crowded, and the people are pretty chill." "That's good to hear," Jake said. "I was looking for a gym just like that. Not too big, not too small. You seem like you know what you're doing." He gestured to the dumbbells Mia had been using earlier. "I could use a little help with my form on some of the lifts. Mind showing me a few pointers sometime?" Mia couldn't help but chuckle at his request. "You know, for someone who looks like they have pretty solid form, asking me for help is a bit surprising." Jake grinned, the corners of his lips turning upward. "I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing things right. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two." There was something disarming about Jake's openness, his willingness to admit he didn't have all the answers. Mia found herself agreeing to help him, though she wasn't sure why she said yes. She didn't usually offer to teach others. She was more of a solo gym-goer. But Jake's genuine curiosity seemed to make the decision feel natural. "All right," Mia said, adjusting her gym bag over her shoulder. "I can show you a few things after I finish my workout."